Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Western Latham Indian Basketball right here on BMG Media. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight, Brian, from the Ohio University Convocation Center. We're about a minute and a half away from opening tick tonight. What an exciting night for high school basketball on a Friday night.
I guarantee all of Latham is in the house tonight, and as we warned everyone last game, if you want anything in Latham, go ahead and get it because it's all yours for the picking. Wow, what an atmosphere here at the Convocation Center, and we are so excited to be bringing you some Western high school basketball and against a formidable opponent and perennial powerhouse.
Yes,
like that?
Yes, absolutely.
The Hiland Hawks from Berlin. And it has already been some chipping back and forth from the dual cheer blocks here, and we are so excited. It's going to be a great night of basketball.
Just to update the Western fans, we have cameras placed around the Convocation Center tonight. You'll notice we have 3 different views. The other night we were just able to do one because it was such a last-minute thing. But tonight, Michael Gray, owner of BMG Media, is going all out for this game tonight. We have cameras. You'll have great camera angles from the floor and up here in the media mezzanine as well, which is where, Brian, you and I are at, obviously. When we get to this level, Brian, we are at regional final here, looking to go to grade 8, Final 4. We'll talk about the officiating at this level. Officials, when you get to this level, at the state level, in district finals and regional finals, the officiating guys are really the cream of the crop all across the state. So we're not going to expect anything any different tonight from this officiating crew, veteran crew on hand, and a great crowd again here on hand as well here at the Convocation Center. So the Western Indians looking to put another W in the win column tonight. Folks, we are getting ready to take a break here for the national anthem. And we're going to break for just a moment. And when they start the national anthem, after it is over, we will return. And then we'll do the starting lineups as soon as we come back. But again, you're listening to Western Latham Indian Basketball right here on BMG Media.
And to respect for those who are serving and those who have served to protect our democracy as we play our national anthem.
Welcome back, Western Latham Indians fans, to Ohio high school basketball action here from the Ohio University campus right here at the Convocation Center. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight. Again, we want to thank all the fine sponsors that help make this possible. It's been, Brian, just been really overwhelming, the response from everybody to make this possible. We are just so elated to be able to be here tonight.
It's been absolutely wonderful. Actually, after the game, the regional semifinal, when we were leaving, people from the Western community were coming up and starting to hand me money. I was like, wow, I appreciate that. I heard I'm a poor preacher, but anyway. We want to thank it definitely Michael Gray and BMG Media for just coming to be a part of this tremendous night and going all out to make sure that this great community of Latham is well represented here at the Convocation Center.
And it's a great opportunity, and we're just really excited about being able to bring this to the fans. A lot of fans not able to be out and come and watch this in person. A lot of people could not afford to even watch it on pay-per-view and YouTube. So we are getting ready to do the starting lineups, and here we go. Brian, take it away.
Yeah, for the Western Latham Indians, number 1, Reed Brewster, basically the quarterback on the court. And number 11, the fabulous freshman, Drew Haggie. Number 13, Colton Miller, the Sports Writers District Player of the Year. And number 30, the SOC1 Player of the Year, Noah Witt. And number 42, coming off a tremendous game last time, 21 points against the Valley Indians, Chase Carter, number 42.
Yeah, he had an amazing night the other night, and he really just put this team on his shoulders and carried them most of the evening. Now we're going to take a look at the Hiland Hawks.
We're not as familiar with the Hiland Hawks as we are the Western Indians, so it may take us a little bit. Number 11, Sammy Detweiler, a guard, sophomore. Number 15, Grant Miller, 5'8" senior. Number 21, Tony Yoder, 6'1" senior guard.
A senior guard standing 6'2", number 24, Chris Shetler.
Number 24, Chris Shetler, the 6'2" senior.
He's a senior. He's number 55.
And number 55, Caden Miller, the 6'2" senior. So looks like both teams right from the get-go match up pretty well there.
Size-wise, they should match up very well. What you're going to see tonight, folks, I believe in this basketball game is two teams are going to leave it on the court, obviously, here tonight, Brian.
Absolutely.
And you're going to see a defensive ball game. Both of these teams, Hiland went double overtime with Newark the other night. And, of course, a great game the other night here. The Western Indians against Valley was able to come out on top with, I believe, a 6-point. No, it's more than that. I'm sorry.
8-point victory.
Yeah, 8 points over that. So we're ready to get ball action underway. The tip is controlled by Hiland, and we're underway. 7:56 to go here in the first quarter.
Man-to-man defense being applied by the Western Indians, and that's their MO. They won't change from that often, if at all. Nice pass.
Pass inside the number 24 and score.
That's Chris Shetler.
Chris Shetler on the score, freshman, a 6'2" freshman. Witt with the ball out top for the Indians. Over to Brewster. Brewster looking over things, down to Haggie. Haggie on the right wing, guarded again, heavy pressure by the Hawks. Haggie with the ball out top, little shake and bake out top. Picks his dribble up, passes to Carter on the right wing. Again, Carter with a nice quick move to the basket. Shot up, no good, rebound Hawks. Number 11 coming away with it on the rebound.
Good defense by Miller there on Carter.
Number 21 with the shot up, rolls around, no good. In and out, rebound Carter for the Indians. Brewster with the ball up the right side, skips it ahead to Witt, goes out of bounds. Going to stay possession Indians.
That'll stay here. That's a tough pass. A nice look on the inside. Witt was well guarded on the inside there by 2 or 3 defenders of the Hawks, but it still stays on this side, Western ball.
Pass inside to Miller. Shot up, no good, gets his own rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. I think it bounced off the Hawks, and it did.
It did, bounced off number 21 there of the Hawks, Tony Yoder.
Going to stay possession Indians. Mark Slayball, the coach for the Hiland Hawks. Witt shot up under the basket, no good. Rebound number 55.
If there was anything that the Western Indians needed help on the last game against the Valley Indians was the fact that they missed a lot of inside shots, and they're not going to be able to do that tonight against this Hiland team. They're going to have to make sure it's a higher percentage on the inside.
Yeah, when you get to this level of competition, you have to be able to finish just about every trip under the basket.
Got to make your free throws. Got to make those bunnies. A little bit of excitement, I'm sure, for both teams right now.
Witt with the ball out top. Crossover passes out to Brewster on the left wing. Over to Carter on the left wing. Haggie with it, back out to Carter. He looks at a three, pulls the trigger, nails it.
Chase Carter, number 42. I'm telling you, he was 2 for 2 the last game against the Valley Indians, and gives the Indians a 1-point lead over the Hawks here early in this first quarter.
5:54 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Bear on Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight from Ohio University Convocation Center, Western Indians. And the Hiland Hawks. Pass goes out of bounds. Turnover, Hawks.
That was nothing but Chase Carter causing that to happen. Don't you love that? The big fella shooting the three and then putting on the pressure on the defensive side.
Two teams very evenly matched up so far here tonight. Turnover. Pass ahead to the Hawks. It goes out of bounds. Goes back to the Indians.
Good opportunity there by the Hawks. But Brewster recovered well after the turnover to defend the point guard. That's number 15 there of the Hawks, Grant Miller.
5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Brewster with the ball up the left side. Picks his dribble up, passes to Carter out top. Looks at Hagee on the right wing. Reverses back, looks like he's going to keep it himself. Hagee on the left wing, back out to Carter on top. Back to Witt, over to Brewster on the right wing. Great pass to the baseline. Yeah. Turnover. Wow. Nice defensive play that time by the Hawks.
Very good defense by Shetler to be able to just shimmy around Noah Witt there. That was a great look inside. Just better defense.
Hawks are not afraid to pull the trigger from the three. They've done that a lot the other night against Newark. Number 55 backs his way down to the baseline.
Going to
call him for a travel.
That's a good call there. And that will be a substitution as number 23 for the Hawks. That's Dylan Weaver, 6'1" senior, coming in for the Hawks. As Shetler will sit down.
Brewster with the ball. Guarded by Miller. Witt out top. Again, Hagee goes across the paint and loses it. Again, this is a defensive battle tonight. Yeah. These two teams, you have to be very careful with every pass. It cannot be a lazy pass. Has to have some zip to it.
Yeah.
Because the Hawks have stolen about 3 in a row. Pass underneath down into the basket. Nice spin move. Should be a held ball. Nope, going to call a foul on the play.
They may call that on Colton Miller. They're going to call that on Noah Witt.
Noah Witt, his first.
As Witt, again, you mentioned the other night on when you go straight up, you have that imaginary line to the ceiling.
Yep.
But once you cross over that, they're pretty much going to call that every time.
Detwiller's first shot is good. We're tied up at 3 with 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Bear on Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight from Ohio University Convocation Center. Second shot on the way. Rattles it down.
And number 45, Alex Yoder, 6'5" sophomore, checks in.
Miller passes over to Witt on the left wing, back out top to Carter. Carter to Miller again. Pass inside to Carter. Score! Great little give and go.
Nice.
Looked like the old Celtics play.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's one thing about these teams that, as far as flashy offense and, you're not going to get that, but you're going to get good fundamental team basketball on both. Yeah, that's a good call there. Good call there. As Noah Witt was able, I don't know if that was Carter or Witt, but both of them were there. And wow, we got that call a lot the other night against the Valley Indians, and it actually went both ways. So we got to see a pretty good representation of the charge. Chase Carter's not afraid to take that charge.
Miller for 3, no good. Rebound Hawks. Number 24 comes away with it. That's Shetler. Brewster applying great pressure. Hagee doing the same. Be close to a 5-second call. No call. 24 backs him down. No good. Nice Rebound shot. Miller for the Indians.
Hiland having a difficulty trying to really get in a good offensive rhythm. I don't really see them running any type of motion like Western's running. It's pretty much isolation right now.
Their two go-to guys so far has been to number 24. Hagee drives to the paint, dishes off to Witt. Witt's shot goes up, no good, blocked.
Nice block by Yoder.
Hawks come away with it, number 15 with the ball, and that's Miller.
Witt went up strong. Maybe you wanted a ball fake there, but he went up strong for it, and that's just a good block by Yoder. Oh,
Great
nice
move.
Nice.
What a move to the basket. Number 23, Weaver.
Dylan Weaver.
For the Hawks. 6-5 your score. 2:24 to go here in the first quarter. Miller with it on the left wing for the Indians. Carter with it out top. Going to skip it right out of bounds.
Yeah, both teams just not really playing good basketball here. I think that just the adrenaline of a regional final. you know this Western hasn't been here that much in the history of their school. We'll tell you more about that here in a little bit. Hiland, they've been in this position several times.
Many times. Boys, girls.
Yeah, whatever. Golf, bowling, it don't matter. Football.
Shot no good from three-point land. Rebound, Miller for the Indians.
If one of these teams can get hot from behind the arc, it could get out of hand early. The only team I've seen really do damage is Garraway against the Pirates last night.
Witt, great
nice
reverse
move.
spin to the basket, score.
That's no Witt's first bucket gives the Indians a 1-point lead.
7-6 your score, minute 35 to go here in the first quarter. Miller over to number 23. That is Weaver for the Hawks. Back out to number 24. Beautiful pass under the basket. Again, that just looked like they took a page out of the Indians playbook on that one.
Yeah, these teams matching up really good. And what we're noticing here with the Hiland Hawks, they're not afraid to substitute either.
Haggy looks at a three.
Nice.
Nails it.
Oh! Pulled the string. Timeout.
Puts the Indians on top 8-10 with 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight from Ohio University Convocation Center. Western Latham Indian basketball right here on BMG Media.
Love it. Drew Haggy pulled the string on the three-pointer. We've mentioned him a lot during these, not only the districts, but also in these regionals. A freshman, just turned 15 in November, Bub. And that
amazing.
Young man does not look like a freshman in every sense of the word. And just showing up and showing out. And he has got the respect of this Hiland team.
Absolutely.
But pulled the string on that three-pointer.
Brian, as you know, I officiated for 30 years,
Yes,
and
sir.
over 30 years of our basketball refereeing career, we were able to see a lot of good players. But I will have to honestly tell you, I don't think that I've ever seen a freshman as talented as what Haggy is for the Indians being a freshman. He is a complete all-around player. Sometimes a freshman, when they step into a game at this level, there's a lot of inconsistencies, maybe physically, mentally, game speed-wise, everything changes. But Haggy is the total package. I mean, this kid is the real deal as a freshman. Doesn't look like a freshman, doesn't play like a freshman. His mental capacity for the game is there, and what a tremendous player he is.
It really makes you understand that he puts the time in off the court as well. You can really tell that.
Again, we were talking about those passes. We got a foul on the play. You have to be very careful with both of these teams, as good as they are. You cannot throw a lazy pass across the paint, as you've seen right there on that play. And number 55 going to the line to shoot two, and that is Caden Miller. He's a 6'2 senior for the Hawks.
And that foul is on Colton Miller. That's his first, team second, I believe.
His first shot is up, no good. So it's going to be a shootout tonight between the Millers and the Yoders and the Weavers.
And the Weavers. Yeah, we got all of them tonight. Oh, wow.
Second shot.
Yeah, the free throw line is going to be very important tonight. I really have a feeling coming down to the end of this game, whoever can do a good job there at the free throw line.
Witt drives to the paint, shoots, no good, gets his own rebound, stays with it, back up again, finishes.
Nice.
That's what we were talking about earlier, Brian. You have to be able to finish under the basket, and he done just that.
We saw that so many times against the Valley Indians last game, how they were able, not only Noah Witt, but the other players as well, able to get offensive rebounds and be able to put second chance opportunities back up, and that really comes to fruition at the end of the game.
What great defense by the Indians. Both teams just playing tenacious defense tonight. Back out to 21, shoots a three, no good. Rebound Carter kicks it ahead to Brewster. Going to shoot it at the buzzer. Oh, no good. So at the end of one, it is your Western Latham Indians 12 and the Hiland Hawks 9.
Yeah, what a great first quarter, and this is a little bit of different side of Western that we've seen the last few games. They've really, the last couple of games, they've gotten down 7-0, 8-0, been able to, work their way back. But other than the first points of the game, they've been able to really take control, and it's been on the defensive side of the court.
12-9 your score. Western Latham Indians on top of the Hiland Hawks, 12-9 your score. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight from the Ohio University Convocation Center.
We want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, WE Contracting, Bill and Amy Haggie, and Fight Excavating. Thank you so much, and the Western Latham community, and not only you, but also the many others around this, around the country.
Yes.
We got people watching from Florida,
everywhere.
I know.
And that's the beauty of this, folks being able to watch from all over the country, free of charge, and that's what this is all about. The sponsors step up and make this possible for everybody to be able to watch, because we, quite honestly, there are some folks that's on a fixed budget that just cannot afford to do the pay-per-view.
Of all the timing of it, it couldn't be more perfect timing with the the gasoline the way it is and everything going up. So,
is there a gas price raise in gas prices?
Yeah,
I hadn't noticed that.
What
a pass.
Nice pass!
Score. Miller to Brewster.
Great
19,
great
14 to 9.
Play. Sorry, great heads-up play by Colton Miller to see the cutting Brewster. It's a 5-point lead.
Westerns came out here in the first half ready to play. Great defense. Pass inside. What a beautiful play by the Hawks.
Yeah.
Number 11 on the score.
That's number 21, actually.
21, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Tony Yoder, 6'1" senior.
Witt with the ball under the basket.
Guarded. Nowhere to go. Needs some help.
Heavy pressure. We kick it back out. Turnover. Indians. Hawks come away with it. Shot at block.
Oh, what a block.
Woo! Miller with the ball. Takes it into the paint. Over to Brewster on the left wing for a three. No good.
In and out.
Rebound Hawks. 14-11 your score. Indians on top. Number 15 for three, and he drains it for the Hawks. That's Grant Miller.
Ties this game up at 14.
What a high school basketball game, folks. On a Friday night at the Convocation Center. Looks at another three. No good. Rebound Hawks. All tied up 14. Number 15, Grant Miller for the Hawks. So let's just slow it down here a little bit, fellas, and catch a breath and run an offensive set here. It's exactly what they're going to do. Pass out top to Yoder.
One thing about number 1, Reed Brewster of the Indians, if he gets hot and streaky from behind the arc, he can rip off a number of them. But he's got to find that rhythm yet. Got to find that stroke.
The Hawks sure not bashful. Block under the basket. Hawks not bashful about launching the threes, that's for sure. Boom, player control. Absolutely, yes. Great call.
Foul charge to number 15, Grant Miller, his first, team second. Sean Kearns.
14-14 your score. 5:47 to go here in the first half, right here at the Ohio Convocation Center.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Chase Carter again. Again, Chase Carter was able to get good position, and he was there for about a year before for the offensive player was able to come down.
That's called establishing your position.
Yes.
Brewster with the ball, drives to the left, passes out to Carter out top. Dead ball off. Going to have it off the ball. Team control foul.
That's on number 32. Gavin Myers checking into the game.
Team third.
And that's his first team third.
Folks, this game has all indications that it's going to go to the wire just like the two previous games.
Number 2, Sean Kearns, the defensive specialist for the Indians, is in the game.
Goodness.
What
defense?
Stop. Oh, I'm telling you.
What defense by the Western Indians.
We got an injured player on the other side of the court for Hiland.
Officials got to stop play. They do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know a lot of parents and a lot of fans get upset during the course of a year when there's an injured player and play does not stop automatically. Can you explain that?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
So what happens in that position is typically an official will stay close to that player. It's advantage, disadvantage. So when the ball is in transition, when Western Indians had ball in transition, you don't stop play for an injured player because it's advantage, disadvantage. That puts Western at a disadvantage. So you allow play to continue until we have a shot or the ball becomes dead. Then the officials and the trainers go immediately to that injured player. Obviously, they keep an eye on him while he's down here by himself, and they would protect him.
Right.
But that's the reason why you don't stop play. It's advantage, disadvantage. You don't want to take 2 points off the board for Western if they're able to score. In today's world, kids are so smart that they may do a flop, what we call a flop.
Right.
And the official, if they would blow that ball dead immediately, then that would be taking a score away from Western, and that's what obviously you don't want to happen in that situation.
Yeah, and that was number 23, Dylan Weaver, and both cheering blocks and fan section were up on their feet and giving him a hand. That's good sportsmanship there. Noah Witt comes back in for Gavin Myers.
Also in the game for Western.
Again, tie ball game here, Bub. 5 minutes left in the first half.
Gavin Myers is a very impressive freshman also for
he's actually a
senior. I'm sorry. Yeah. Very impressive player defensively.
Yeah.
Great high screen roll by the Hawks.
That basket there by number 24, Chris Shetler. Gives the Hawks a 2-point lead. Cam James is in the game. There's Noah Witt with a nice cut.
Basket, Noah Witt.
Noah uses his body very well under the basket for a player of his size. Uses his body well, screens the defender away as he puts it up and scores.
They call Noah Witt the general on the court. He very well aware of, studies film and knows what the other team's doing, and he's
great defense.
Yeah, great defense there by Witt and Carter, but better offense there by Shetler.
Shetler putting it back in for 2. Back on top are the Hawks. 18-16 your score over the Indians with 3:57 to go here in the first half. Carter with the ball over to Witt. Witt looking at Brewster on the left wing. Great step jab, pass inside to number 4, blocked.
Oh, nice block.
What a block by number 11 for the Hawks. And that's Sammy Detweiler.
Yeah, James had position there. Maybe would have liked the ball fake to get number 11 off his feet.
He'll learn that with time.
Sure, he's just a freshman.
Being a freshman.
Does a great job. Nice pass inside.
Get a timeout, Coach.
Yep.
Probably a good time to get a timeout right here.
Sammy Detweiler with the assist.
20-16 your score.
4-point lead.
Hawks on top. Need a basket here. Witt with the ball out top. Carter's going to set him a screen. Witt's going to take it and pass it off to James on the left side.
Got it.
Shot. 3-point goal. Good.
That's what they needed.
Draws it back to a 1-point game. 20-19 your score. Hawks on top.
Oh, there's nice defense by James. Another fabulous freshman for the Western Indians.
James got lucky on that play. Could have very easily been called for a player control foul on the baseline. If you extend your arm, most of the time they're going to call that.
And so we've got Reed Brewster will check out, and number 11, Drew Hagee, another freshman, back in.
Great defense on both sides of the ball tonight.
We knew we was going to see that, didn't we, Buff?
We sure did.
Oh, that's okay.
Again, remember us talking the other night about taking that extra dribble to the paint?
Right.
Well, there they done it, and it worked. But many times you drive the paint with that extra dribble, and they're going to collapse on you.
That was Yoder again, a big presence on the inside. Not real big as far as muscular, but he's definitely got height and his big wingspan, as you can tell.
Hagee's pass to James. Score. Nope, going to call it on the floor first.
That's only the Hiland's 3rd foul of the night.
Number 15, Grant Miller, that's his 2nd team.
And only 3rd foul for the Latham Indians as well. So that just goes to show
Finn Kelly re-enters,
great defense,
replacing Grant Miller.
and the referees are doing a great job keeping this under control as well.
22-19 your score. Miller with the ball out to James, out to Witt. Back to Haggie. Haggie jump stopped. Foul line shot. No good. Rebound. It's loose. Rebound Hawks. Number 11 comes away with it. And that's Detweiler. Drives to the center of the paint. New player on the floor. Number 10 for the Hawks.
Nice
He
roll.
scores.
4-2.
That's Kelly.
Finn Kelly. Finn Kelly with the nice up and under there. And there's going to be a foul on number 11, Detweiler of the Hawks.
His first.
And, Bub, I've already been warned tonight of things I'm not supposed to say. I don't want to jinx the Indians again like I did the other night.
I read that post today.
Yeah.
We're under 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Carter with the ball under the basket. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, tough call right there.
Yeah.
The call.
Tough call. Minute 33 to go here in the half. Indians trail by 5. 24-19 your score.
Now we got the token full court pressure here.
Yoder with the ball, guarded by James. Pass to the corner to number 11 for a 3. No good. Haggie coming away with
it's
it.
gonna be
Again, great call.
Good call on Hiland Hawks there, number 10, Finn Kelly.
Foul charge to number 10, Finn Kelly.
Again,
He was holding on to Haggie trying to get away on that rebound.
Haggie's going to rewrite some record books at Western. I see it coming.
Yeah, there's
I mean, he's just that good of an athlete.
here at halftime, we're going to tell you just, this team is special here at Western, and their area community knows it. Our area knows it now for sure. But I want to tell you, it doesn't. They have it in their bloodline. I'll just tell you that. I'll tell you here in a little bit.
1 minute about to go here in the first half. Brewster to the foul line. Carter looks at a 3, pulls the trigger. Shot, no good. Rebound, 21 for the Hawks, and that's Yoder. They're going to pull it out, slow it down a little bit. Haggie with the pressure out top. Over to number 11, and that's Detweiler. Back out to Yoder. Guarded by Miller for the Indians. I believe they're going to pull it out for one shot, I would think.
Yeah, the way they're acting, they certainly are.
They're looking for that backdoor layup that they've had some success with here in this first half.
Indians doing a great job at fighting through the screens.
Number 24 to the rack, shot,
Shetler.
score.
Shetler's been the man here in the first half for Hiland. 8 points.
7-point ball game, 26-19 now with 10 seconds to go in the half. Miller with the ball out top for the Indians. High screen by Carter. Miller drives the paint, looks at Haggie for a 3. No good at the buzzer.
That is the first half.
Had a good look there. That's kind of what you want. You want to have a good look going into the locker room there with the open 3. But this first half ends, 7-point lead for Hiland as this went back and forth. So as Coach Williams goes into the locker room for the Western Indians, what are you telling your players right now?
Well, just keep doing what you're doing. Just some of the shots haven't fallen so far in the first half.
Right.
Execution has been great. Defense has been great. Hiland's been able to finish on some of their open looks. Western has not. Had a couple opportunities under the basket to finish. They didn't do that early. Of course, the game was tied by that point. But, the Hawks are the very athletic team, Brian. We spoke about that coming in here as well. And they're just able to get a couple finishes here in that second quarter that's able to pull them away by 7.
And we want to thank our sponsors tonight, WE Contracting, Bill and Amy Haggie, and Fight Excavating for providing the services here, and also BMG Media to be able to provide this for you free of charge. Such a great opportunity, and again, we thank everyone for the wonderful comments we've received. This is our 3rd game together.
Yes, it's been a blast.
It has. It's been absolutely wonderful. And great news for you all. You're able to come back tomorrow night, weather permitting, and bring you the Waverly Tigers versus Heath. I believe they're playing tomorrow night at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe. So exciting times for BMG Media.
It sure is, and they've been approached by a couple television stations here already today, so that's been an exciting thing.
Yeah, we definitely want to let folks know at your school district, or if you have an event or anything, you want to be able to use the equipment, and also use Michael Gray and his company for BMG Media. Make sure to contact them on Facebook there, and it'll be a great opportunity for you to just do a great job, and may even get me and Bub along with a package.
I don't know about that.
How can that be better, right?
All right, folks, you're listening to Western Indians basketball right here on BMG Media. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, and we'll be back with action here in just a little bit. Welcome back, Western Indian fans, to Ohio University Convocation Center. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you the regional final action tonight from the Convocation Center. Brian, what a great first half we've had so far here this evening.
It's been a defensive battle, and the difference in this game, if you look at the field goal percentage, Hiland at 55%, Western at 36%. There's your ball game.
That's the difference in the game.
Your ball game right now. and Bub, right now the 1968 is a big year for the Western Indians. That's the last time they went to the state tournament. Got to the Final Four. We'll tell you more about that here in a little bit as second half action gets underway. But it's
wow, what a great play! Great play by the Hawks on that play. Number 21 on the score. Yoder on the score.
And what we've been mentioning, actually what we were talking about, some of the fans and even you and I, yeah, that's a good call there.
Good call. As you'll see, that's a player control call on Carter.
That's Yoder getting position. As we were mentioning, Western is basically looking in the mirror tonight with this Berlin Hiland team. They match up so well. They're very similar in height, very similar in speed, athleticism. And really, it's going to come down to who makes the less mistakes in this second half.
9-point ball game right now. The Hawks over the Indians. 28-19 your score. Brewster guarding Yoder. Miller guarding, we'll get him for you. Detweiler, yes. Back out to Shetler. Back over to Detweiler. Guarded by Witt. Back out top to number 15, Miller. Back out top to number 24 again. Great pass under the paint. Should be a held ball situation.
Yeah,
yep, good call by the official. Both guys tied that up.
That'll be Indian ball.
Shetler has been one of their go-to guys. You can almost tell what every team has one. When someone needs a score, they're looking to go to Shetler under the basket.
In my opinion tonight, Western has not been able to get in any kind of a rhythm at all offensively. And they've just been off. You know what I mean? Just been off.
And a lot of that has to do with the defense.
Yeah. And actually, I know the crowd is excited. The cheer block has been up, but really,
first on the team.
I don't know what to say. It's just different than the other night, and something needs to happen. There needs to be a spark for these Western Indians. It could be Drew Hagee here on the line.
Hagee's first shot is up and good. Number 55 in the game for the Hawks right now. And that is Caden Miller. A lot of Millers on that team as well.
A lot of Millers on the court. Hagee makes both. Cuts his lead to 7.
6:41 to go here in the third quarter. Miller with the ball for the Hawks. Off to Yoder. Off to Shetler. Guarded by Witt. Over to number 11. That is Detweiler. Pass back out to Detweiler. Guarded by Brewster. What a nice ball movement under the basket. And a score by Caden Miller for the Hawks.
Caden Miller just has, he's got the physical presence underneath. Not real tall, but he's got the physical presence and makes some pretty good athletic moves.
He's what we would call
nice move
what a move
Carter.
by. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's just Miller for the Hawks. Caden Miller not able to keep up with him on that play.
Here comes the full court pressure. Maybe this is what Western needs here, just to pick up the intensity a little bit, catch the Hawks off guard, be able to rip off, a run here.
Shetler passes over to Grant Miller. Back over to Yoder, guarded by...
Nice defense by Hagee.
Hagee?
Yeah. Got his hand on the ball there as he was going up. That's just good defense.
Indians looking to cut it to 5. Hagee with the ball on the left wing. Drives to the center of the paint. A little bit of an elbow on the play, but no call. Pass over to Brewster for a 3.
That's big. That's big time.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Brewster.
Watch out. Watch out, Western. Here comes Brewster.
Back to a 4-point game. Indians trail by 4. Shetler guarded by Witt. Shot up, score. He's just hard to stop.
You can't. That was great defense, too.
Yep, hard to stop.
Better offense. Just great move by Shetler. What a player.
Witt going to return the favor.
Yep, nice.
Get fouled.
Yeah, nice job by Witt. Way to go up to the basket strong.
Of course, Witt giving up a few pounds up against Shetler under the basket, but Witt not afraid to take the ball to the rack.
No, he's not.
He goes to the line to shoot 2, 6-point game.
Bub, you want to hear something interesting about this Western Latham team? Remember I said 1968, last time they were at the state?
I was 3 years old at the time.
3 years old? Okay. Interesting tidbit of information here. Doug Williams, his grandfather was Hecky Thompson, the coach of the 1968 team, as Witt makes those free throws there. Drew Haggie, his grandfather and great uncle, played on the 68 team. Reed Brewster, his grandfather and great uncle, also played on the 68 team. Colton Miller's 2 great uncles played on the 68 team.
Wow. Ice water in his veins.
Yeah, Detweiler. As we're mentioning all that information, Detweiler comes down, knocks that 3, but it's in their bloodline. Carter!
So they'll answer that one.
Yeah, that's 2 for 2 from behind the arc for Carter.
4-point game.
Indy is now shooting 50% from the 3-point line.
Stick around, folks. This is going to stay interesting. Caden Miller with the ball.
Nice first step by Detweiler.
What a move. Boy, he is just a really nice player. You know, the thing of it is the Indians can run. They don't have to slow it down. They have the players they can run. What a move by Carter.
Yeah. Oh,
what a move.
Oh, my.
What a play.
Oh, my. That's 12 points for Chase Carter. He is just playing out of his mind.
Love to see the Indians get a stop on this drive.
4-point lead for the Hawks. And now you can feel that excitement, you know. We felt this the entire game on both sides of the court against, Valley and Western, and we're feeling it tonight right now.
We'll see what the Hawks are doing right now, Brian. They're spreading it out.
Right.
They're opening up the center of the paint, as you can see. They have spread the thing out. They're looking for layup is what they're pick and roll layup is what they're looking for.
Right.
There it was. No good. Foul on the play.
That might be on Witt. Is on Witt. That's his second.
Foul charge number 30, Noah Witt, his second. Team second.
So basically, they were just looking for an open lane.
Sammy Detweiler, 2 shots.
And then, whenever the help side defense comes along, then they slip in under and get that easy, either the easy lay-in or the easy pass underneath to the block.
Also coming back on the floor, Cam James.
Coach Schleybaugh for the Hawks is giving the official an earful.
Yeah.
And I can assure you, at this stage of the game, he needs to be real careful.
Right. Good box out there by Carter, enabled Witt to come over and get that rebound off the missed free throw. 5-point lead for the Hawks. 2:56 left in the third quarter. It's been a quick game here tonight.
It has. Ball's loose. Witt comes back away with it. Haggie to the shot.
Yes.
Going to be called for a foul.
Yep, number 15.
Haggie going to the line to shoot
He
two.
Got in there late. That was Grant Miller.
15, Grant Miller, that's his third, team third.
Big foul for Miller there. He's probably going to have to take a seat.
Which one?
Grant Miller. Yeah. It's like the other night for the Indians. We just Valley and they just say Stewart. We're probably going to grab one of them. Haggie nailing that free throw, and Colton Miller will come in, and Noah Witt will take a little breather here. He won't stay out long. As James is also, Cam James is also in, number 4. Hit a big three-pointer there in the first half. That was short.
Western Indian fans, you certainly have much to be proud of with this group of young men. All the way to the district finals in basketball in Southern Ohio, going up against a very well-known Hiland basketball team and athletes year after year.
Oh, that's
what a nice left-handed shot.
On the drive.
That was Yoder.
By Yoder.
For Tony Yoder.
Yoder's been the story here in the third quarter for the Hiland Hawks. 202 teams started out in Division 4 in the brackets. We're down to 8. no matter who you are, where you're from, that's pretty impressive to get down to this
great
point.
accomplishment.
And the Western
Hagee
just
with the
standing
ball.
around. A good timeout by Coach Williams there.
Timeout, Western.
Just kind of everybody was
30
just
seconds
froze
time.
there for a moment.
Yeah. 6-point ball game right here from the Ohio University Convocation Center. Western Indians trail the Hiland Hawks 40-34.
6-point lead, and again, it was a 7-point lead to start this half. Western got it down to 4, I believe.
Yes.
And then it's just been back and forth. And I really think if Western can maybe open up this outside shot a little bit, I know they're taking it inside. 50% from the 3-point line right now.
Brian, these two teams are so evenly matched.
I'll tell you, I mean, they're playing the same defense. They're running pretty much the same offense.
Similar, very similar.
Very similar. When Western was speeding it up, Hiland was slowing it down, and vice versa. So it's, or as the old timers say, vice versa.
Brewster with it out top. Over to James.
It means the same thing.
James inside to Miller, or Hagee rather.
That is Miller.
Turnover. See, those are the little things in a game like
Yeah.
this. At this stage, you just cannot commit that.
They can come back to haunt you.
James with great pressure for freshman out top, guarding Yoder, I believe it is. Yep.
5-second call.
And that's and that's all defense, folks.
All defense.
When you can hold that guy has five seconds to do something with the ball.
James really quick on his feet there. He kept the center of gravity low, was able, and you notice he never moved his eyes right from the chest of that ball handler, and able to play great defense.
Miller with the ball out top, high screen by Carter. Again, Witt for 3. It rolls around and goes in.
Big time 3 there.
3-point game. Detweiler passes out to number 23, to Weaver.
There's Shetler again. Oh,
Give me a 3-second call, gentlemen.
yeah. Could have been. Should have been.
Foul charge number 13, Colton Miller, 7, team third.
Number 45, that's Yoder.
With 2, Alex Yoder.
Going to the line. 6'5", sophomore, I believe. I know he's 6'5". Let me see here. Yeah, he is a sophomore. Misses the first. And you know what the fans are saying, right? For Western, ball don't lie.
Very true.
There you go.
Carter with another big rebound. 3-point game. 1:05 to go in the third. Indians trail by 3, 40-37.
Chase Carter leading all scorers tonight on both sides with 12 points. Came off a 21-point explosion against the Valley Indians the other night. Nice move by Miller.
Miller to the rack for a score. 1-point game.
That's his first bucket of the game.
Over and back.
Oh, they missed it.
I apologize, fans.
That's all right. I think a lot of fans are yelling that into the TV screen.
Indians just need to
25 seconds here.
slow it down here. Go for one shot at the
right.
end of the quarter. We'll explain that over and back call here in just a second. 12 seconds. Miller backing down Yoder.
Oh, that's push off looked like to me.
Shot up, score!
Colton Miller! Oh, what a third quarter for the Western Indians. Woo!
At the end of 3. Western
Battled
41,
back, Brian.
Hiland
Tell you
40.
what, that's what we're missing right there. That's what I was wanting. That's what I was wanting.
Battled all the way back to take the lead here at the end of 3. Let's recap that
Yeah.
over and back call here, Brian, if we could look at this real quick and explain it. The adage and rule is you are where you are until you get where you're going. So he left the air in the backcourt, caught it in the air, landed in the front court. Bingo, automatic, over and back.
Yep. Yeah, we're looking at some fantastic plays there from Colton Miller. scoreless until the last minute of this third quarter. And he had 2 big buckets there to give the Western Indians a 1-point lead. Man, this is a quick ball game.
It is. These two teams just going at it.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet. And really, that's kind of playing in our favor because we got some weather coming in, Bub.
Yes.
And I want to get these fans home before.
Yes, I agree. 1-point game, folks.
Wow.
Indians fans,
There.
so much to be proud of this young
buddy.
Western Indian basketball team.
Again, want to thank WE Contracting. We want to thank Amy and Bill Haggie, and also Fight Excavating for sponsoring this game tonight.
41-40 your score. Yoder with the ball on the right wing. James on him. Pass inside to number 24. That's Shelton.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on James there.
Yep.
Cam James is unable to move in front of that defender. In front of that ball handler.
His first, team fourth.
So really, nobody in foul trouble here right now. 4-3 on the fouls. Advantage Hiland. And again, both teams doing a pretty good job from the floor. 59% for the Hiland Hawks and 50%, which it was 36% beginning this second half for the Western Indians, and so they picked that up 14 percentage points here.
That's the name of the game. You got to put the biscuit in the basket.
As we say all the time, whoever scores the most points at the end is pretty much going to win 100% of the time.
3-point shot by the Hawks, no good. Tipped away.
There's Shetler again, and that's going to be Noah Witt's third foul.
Nope, going to call it on number 11.
Okay, that's actually advantage Western. Haggie, that's his first personal foul. And that could have been Noah Witt's third foul. So that's, I played into Western's hand there a little bit. Scheller having a tremendous game with 10 points for the Hiland Hawks.
Chris Settler will have another.
Here comes Reed Brewster back in.
Reed Brewster returns.
James goes back to the sideline. Another really, really talented freshman for the Western Indians. He also does not play like a freshman.
No.
I couldn't imagine being a freshman playing in the regional final. Hello.
Yeah. Which one did you talk about there?
I'm sorry?
Which one was you talking about? Which player?
Number 4, James.
Oh, yeah, Jane. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to call that out on Colton Miller. And Coach Williams unhappy, but I think he was wanting to hack on the arm there. Token full court, man-to-man pressure here.
Grant Miller with the ball. That's another situation. You'll see that on your screen when he does that. If his hand goes on the bottom of the ball, it's an automatic carry.
Right.
And if it's advantage, disadvantage. And what a great move that time by Shetler, I believe.
Gives a 3-point lead for the Hiland Hawks here. 6:50 left in this ball game.
What a basketball game tonight. Block.
Yeah.
Oh. That play could have gone either way.
Yeah, it could have.
Player control foul charge to Chase Carter, his second, team sixth.
Coach Williams letting his presence be known on the sidelines.
Yeah. Number 15, may have been a little bit of.
Kids have become, Brian, so great actors, so great of actors.
I said it.
Even in high school.
Yeah, they sure have. He sold that. That's what I was trying to say. That was the words I was coming up with.
That he did. Shetler with the ball. Back out top to
Western
Miller.
needs to stop here bad.
Yoder with the ball, I believe. Is that Yoder?
Yeah,
Detweiler.
No, Detweiler, huh?
Detweiler's a very athletic player. Stop and pop and score. Might want to burn him a timeout here real quick.
Detweiler's a great player. 5-point lead for the Hawks. They got great first step. Every player on this Hawk team's got a great first step on their dribble. Oh, yeah, it's travel. No.
Nope, going to call him a little bit of body on the baseline.
I thought he might have got away with the travel there.
Yeah. If you chest him up too much on the baseline, they're going to call that every time. Good call by the official.
55, Caden Miller, that's his first.
It's 4 fouls
His fourth.
on the Hawks, and there's 6 fouls for Western, so the next foul for the Indians will send the Hawks to the free-throw line. There's a steal by Shetler.
Neither coach has burned too many timeouts. Looks like the Hawks have 4 and the Indians have 3 left.
Right.
So with 5:50 to go in this one, plenty of timeouts to burn if needed. Yoder over to Detweiler.
Yeah, the Hawks have yet to take 1 timeout.
Shetler on the baseline, guarded by Witt. Pass underneath the Yoder, score. Those guys just have really great floor presence where each other's at. Back to a 7-point ball game. One thing for sure, would not surprise me to see the Western Indians right back here again next year.
Guarantee it. That's another cell there on the screen. There was no moving screen.
He was there.
He was there. Just That's the teammate's fault for not calling a screen.
Just a hard screen. Yep. Now we got a timeout.
Yeah.
So with 5:17 to go in this one, Western Indians trail by 7, 48-41. Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight here from Ohio University Convocation Center.
Game.
Bit of dandy, Brian.
Yeah, we need Western needs another run like they did, ending up that third quarter. It's been a game of back and forth here, and now the Hiland Hawks coming out of this timeout will have a 7-point lead. Western will have possession. I believe Western has possession on the side there, and Western needs a good score. And just again trying to play. You got to be careful on defense. They got to play good D. But the next foul sends Hiland to the line to shoot 1 and 1. So that's.
I apologize. As an official, and I'm not talking. I'm sitting watching. As an official for 30 years, you're sitting. You train yourself to watch the benches during a timeout.
Right.
So that's what I was doing. Turnover Indians. Miller comes away with it ahead to Yoder. Down to Detweiler. Detweiler drives the paint, kicks it off to the corner to Miller. Big guy shoots a 3. Rebound, Haggy. 4:50 to go, 7-point game. Over to Brewster, over to Witt, over to Miller on the right side. Back out top to Carter. Carter can take him. Passes to Brewster for 3. No good. Rebound, Haggy. We're going to get Haggy for a push-off.
Foul charge number 11, Drew Haggy. That's his second, team 7th.
One thing that's been very impressive about these Western Indians, you can't really see what goes on the court, as far as mouthing and as far as from player to player. But both teams tonight, whenever there's been an opposing player on the floor, they went and picked them up.
Good sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship. You haven't seen a lot of chirping to the referees. If there's been a foul call, they put their head down and kept on playing. That hasn't been, the case. I did see some chirping a little bit there lately, but that's really not the case.
Detweiler on the miss.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Western wanting to foul there as Carter got good position.
Again, Miller cannot guard Carter.
No, he can't. No, he cannot. And that's Chase's. You can see it. You see it in his eyes. He wants the ball.
Yep.
Foul charge number 55, Caden Miller. That's his second, team 5th.
Wondering why.
Coach for the Hawks, he's given an earful. He hadn't stopped for a quarter and a half.
There's a very fine line as a coach and official.
Got some maybe got some blood.
Chase Carter will have another one time.
By rule.
Does he have to come out? Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, he's got to come out, right?
Well, he stopped play for him, so he has to come out. You can, if you don't get it cleaned immediately, the coach can burn a timeout to keep him in the game.
Yeah, and he's still upset. Yeah, you got to get a sub or burn a timeout, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Dylan Weaver coming back in.
He's still upset.
He ain't going to be upset too much longer.
Yeah.
Or he could get a lot worse upset in a minute.
Yeah. And is there also a rule about, I know it's really not closely followed, but is there supposed to be only one coach standing up at one time?
That's correct.
Okay.
We let that
be a
little more lenient with that as
Right.
long as the assistant coach is not barking at an official.
Yeah, I understand that.
But,
Coach,
but
you
even
get-
at regional games, nobody's supposed to be up except the head coach,
Right.
period.
But I know you get an excitement of the game, and it happens. And
You're allowed to
Yeah.
jump up and cheer, but as long as you sit back down.
sure.
A lot of pressure out top. Miller
Great move. Oh,
missed the bunny.
good job.
Brewster
by
comes
Witt.
away with it, kicks it ahead to Miller, to
Take it, Carter. Take
Carter,
it.
to the right.
Yes!
Shot score.
Drive for two.
3-point
Chase
game.
Carter.
What a game.
Chase Carter with 16 points for the Western Indians. Timeout, shot block.
Yep.
There's timeout on the calendar. Full timeout.
Now what we want, obviously, the Hawks are going to want to come out and continue to run their offense.
Right.
The coach just called a timeout just to kill the momentum. That's a momentum killer. That's the reason he called a timeout. Right. Western has to come out, Brian, and continue to play the defense that they've played all night long. Again, we spoke about this early. Both teams tonight have played outstanding defense, 45-48. What a score for a regional final basketball game. Both teams have left it on the court. We can assure you we're going to see Western back here again, if not next year for sure.
Yeah.
Those kids are absolutely amazing. Of course, James is a freshman next year. He'll be a sophomore. He'll be playing a lot. So this is not over.
No, it's not.
3-point game with 3:43 to go.
One thing about both of these schools is that we're seeing team basketball. There hasn't been, we've seen some flares here. Shetler for Hiland, Detweiler, Carter for the Indians. But it's been a team effort tonight from both teams to get them to where they're at. And I'm just very impressed by both teams tonight.
Absolutely.
Good team, fundamental basketball. And I don't care who you are. We don't see a lot of that nowadays in the upper echelon of basketball, so it's great to see good fundamental basketball. There's a turnover.
You know what?
Turnover.
I think Western may have gotten away with one right there. I think that went off of Brewster's hand at the last minute, and the official may have missed that one, but we'll take it.
Absolutely, we'll take it. We don't correct him.
These guys have done an amazing job of refereeing this game tonight, too, by the way. Of course, we spoke about that coming in here at this level. They should be really good, and they've done a really nice job. Brewster back out to Carter for a three. No good.
Yeah, good position by Detweiler to get the defensive rebound there.
Ahead to Yoder. Back out top to Miller. And we're speaking of Grant Miller. He's a senior guard.
Western needs to stop.
Passed it to Detweiler. Detweiler.
Oh, great job by
What a
Haggy.
steal. Yes.
Oh. Got to take care of it. Got to take care of it.
Little anxious. 2:42 to go. 3-point ball game. Indians need to get a stop right here. Get a stop and get down to the other end of the floor and run their offense.
2:42 left in this game.
Inbounds to Miller. Back out to Yoder. Guarded by Brewster. Back over to Grant Miller. Guarded by Haggy. Underneath to...
Nice
what a
job.
steal. What a steal by Brewster.
Great job by Brewster to step into that lane. Oh, no, you got to take care of the ball. Fellas, come on.
Shot up, score.
Coast to coast on the steal. Chris Shetler.
Yeah, that's going to be a
team warning.
Team warning is
leave the ball alone after a made basket.
That's Shetler with 16 points.
5-point ball game with 2:08 to go. Indians trail by 5.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to the final 4.
Needed a score there big time.
I'm not sure that I love the announcer here, but that was just bad timing.
Turnover Hawks.
Yeah. Western have 3 turnovers here. Just need to take care of the basketball, get a good score. Don't necessarily need a 3-pointer right now, but just need nice back cut.
Oh, got to finish.
Got to finish that.
Timeout in 30-second timeout taken by Hiland.
Okay, so
the Hawks take a timeout here, Brian.
Yeah.
Each team now looks like they have 3 timeouts apiece.
Again, Hiland in the bonus here, so any foul that Western has is going to send them to the line.
And that's the coach's purpose, I believe, for the timeout that he just called. He knows that they're in the bonus,
right.
So he's going to run the clock as much as he can to force the end-ins to foul to put them on the line. So I would be very surprised if Hiland shot anything but a layup with a 5-point lead with 1:29 to go.
I agree, and are you also looking for the right person to inbound to? Are you?
I'm not going to guard the ball. Probably not guard the ball. I'm going to guard everybody but the ball, even the water boy.
Right. Sure. Yeah, I got you.
And they don't. That's great coaching by Coach Williams.
Oh,
tipped away, almost stolen.
Yeah. And for the Hiland, it doesn't really matter who you foul, I don't think, because they all can do pretty well at the free throw line.
Good foul. Good foul by the end-ins.
Yeah, that wasn't on the and one, wasn't on the.
Caden Miller at the line, 1 and the bonus.
Again, a really good job by the officiating crew here tonight. We made mention the other night, if you can come away with a 92 or 93% good calls on your night, you've had a pretty good night. These guys have done that. First shot is up and good. That is Caden Miller. He is 1, 2, 3, one of the 3 Millers on the team.
Right.
Second shot on the way. You can tell those boys spend some time in the offseason at the foul line as well.
Guarantee it. 7-point lead now.
Indians need to score and score pretty quick here. They do a great job, Hiland does, of picking up that high screen. Carter to the baseline. Shot is up. No good. Back up by Haggy, and he's going to get fouled on the putback.
I think that might be on Detweiler there.
Sammy Detweiler with that foul. That's his third, team 6th. Puts Drew Hagee at the stripe with 2.
Yeah.
58 seconds to go.
Need to make both of these, get it down to a 5-point game, and then you foul, right?
Foul immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as the ball is put in bounds. First shot is up. It is good.
Do you try for a steal then foul?
Nope. I'm going to foul immediately.
Okay.
Obviously, if you can get a steal, get
that's
it.
What I meant,
but if you can't get the steal, then you have to foul immediately. Second shot, no good. Now you got to foul, and he does. And he missed, and they didn't call it.
They missed the foul there.
You got to foul immediately. 51 seconds to go.
Western wanted it to be out on Hiland there.
Good floor coverage by the officials. Hiland gets the ball inbounds to Detweiler, I believe. Back out top to Yoder, and they got a foul. You got a foul. Call it.
Okay, so he calls a timeout. I don't know that Hiland had possession really. But before that, there was a foul.
Oh goodness,
man,
well, folks! As
I know, folks, you can't see Bub, but he's going nuts up here. Oh man!
So as an official, let's look at that play again.
Let's look at that play.
As an official, you know that's what they're wanting to happen.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
And they've done that. The players done their job. So we had a foul, and boom, they just missed it. So again. That happens. Officials are human. We're all human. We're going to miss calls. We're not going to get them all right. But these guys overall tonight have done an outstanding job.
6-point lead for the Hawks. Again, we've got a possession arrow in favor of the Indians now. And now the inbound, coach has drawn up an inbound play. As soon as that ball, if they can't get the steal, foul immediately. And let's try to get, hopefully,
well, I done lost my reading glasses somewhere, Brian, in that last little transition.
You did? Who knows? Bless
So
your
now,
heart, bub.
the only thing I'm seeing on our roster is nothing but Millers and Yoders. So we're
Well, yeah, I think we're good on that. Well, but what, congratulations to these teams that from our area that have made it up to this, to these regionals. Valley Indians, they're going to be back. They got a foul. Got a foul. Yep, there you go. That's a wrong guy to foul, but I don't know if there's any right guy to.
well, at this point, you just got to stop.
Just got to stop. Yeah. That was that was almost 10 seconds off the clock there.
Still plenty of time for the Indians to pull this thing out of here. 52-46 your score. That's going to send Shetler to the line for the first one. It is good.
Shetler leading all scorers tonight on the floor with 17. Timeout, Coach Williams. He needs to.
Great timeout.
Yeah, good timeout there.
Great
What do you
timeout
do
by
off
the
the
coach.
make? Hiland's got a foul to give, so but you don't want to foul in the shooting state there to maybe to get an and one. But Wester's got to get a quick bucket here.
I would look for Hiland to go token pressure, maybe half court token pressure, and not give the Indians a free look, a wide open look. They'll probably come out here man to man, match up man to man, maybe half court.
You got to go for three, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
If you're an Indian, you have to go for three.
Whatever happens here as the buzzer sounds, it's been a tremendous year for the Western Indians.
Absolutely.
And only 2 losses on the year during the regular season.
Who beat them during the regular season, Brian?
Sims Valley beat them at Sims Valley.
Okay.
And then actually New Boston beat them. That's a big rebound for Hiland there. New Boston beat them at New Boston.
Wow.
And I think everyone.
Colton Miller with his third personal foul.
That was a major upset.
Yeah, it was an upset.
Total
Yep.
of 10 for the team.
Latham, Western didn't have a really good game that night at all. And
Grant Miller.
but you have those games. You have those games of the year, and it actually, to be honest, it probably made them better. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Sometimes that
Absolutely.
things like that really cause you to look inward, and really, and then from that point on, they were able to be co-champs.
Miller missed them both.
Yeah.
Push it down and score. You
Let's
get
go.
get you a three
Hit
here.
a quick three here.
Oh, got a biff.
Man, got to be a foul, right? Got to be a foul.
25 seconds to go. Got to pop the three, son. Got to get a shot off. Get a shot off.
Trying to get Miller with open three. A nice defense. And Haggie's going to get called for the offensive foul. Trying to get position.
Drew Haggie with the foul. That's his
Against
fourth.
7 point,
Team is over the limit.
7 point lead for the Hiland Hawks here. Winner of this will move on to Dayton next, I believe it's next Saturday.
Sammy Detweiler, double bonus.
I think it's like at 10:45 in the morning. The Division IV semifinal.
The Hawks have had every opportunity to really ice this thing.
They have.
And just
And
haven't missed the last three free
Their
throws.
coaches are over there with their heads down going, I can't believe this. That makes it 8 points. Haggie for three. Yep.
Ten seconds to go in this one. 54-46 your score. Hiland Hawks up by 8. Brian, it's been a pleasure tonight.
It's been absolutely wonderful.
Working here with you once again. Our third night only doing this together, and man, it's been amazing. We started out in Wellston there with the local. Well, we had Western, I believe, that one Saturday, and then came back over here for a game, and then back here again tonight. So it's been an amazing thing.
Yeah, weather permitting, you guys will be back here tomorrow for the Waverly game. I think some of their home announcers there in the Waverly area is going to be calling the game tomorrow, so we definitely appreciate them for taking their time to do that. 10-point lead for the Hiland Hawks with 10 seconds left. There's Brewster with a long three, no good. That's probably going to be 2 seconds left. Again, you can't say enough about the Western Indians. Their season's going to come to an end here. Have nothing to hang their head about tonight.
At all. What a tremendous season.
Your final score, Hiland 56, Western 46.
They're going to be upset with
Hawks
themselves.
are flying to the Final Four.
But congratulations to Berlin Hiland Hawks going to the Final Four.
But you Western fans, let's have a nice
As you mentioned, Brian, Western has absolutely nothing to hang their heads about at all. What a great run, great season they've had this year. And you will see them back, no question about that, with the kids that they have on their roster. Two outstanding freshman players. You have Carter back next year. Just a great group of young boys, coached extremely well. Coach Williams been able to sit up here and watch their offense and things that they run, just to have done an amazing job. And again, we want to thank our sponsors again, Brian, tonight for allowing this to happen. This was all put together very quick. Our sponsors again have done an amazing job, and Michael Gray with BMG Media for saying, yeah, we'll come over here and do this for you. We've had cameras on the floor tonight, cameras up here in the media section.
Been amazing.
And just a great job tonight. Again, thank you for our fine sponsors as well.
Yeah, that's WE Contracting, Fight Excavating, and Bill and Amy Haggy, all from the Western community here. And we want to definitely thank them for their great sponsorship. And I just got to give a shout out to the Western community. The Latham community has just turned out phenomenal. I also wanted to say something just makes everybody feel proud. The Western Indians, the last few games, have had a community pep rally to raise money. And what they did, they sent their junior high kids, a junior high kid that wanted to go, they paid their way to get into these games up here
at
amazing. The Convo. And that just speaks very well of their community. And, of course, we see now the Western getting their regional runner-up trophy, and that'll go in their trophy case there. As only been here a handful of times.
Yep.
And
well, they'll be back.
Oh, they'll definitely be back.
As a reminder again, tomorrow, Brian, Waverly Tigers, BMG Media will be broadcasting that game right here tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. So if all of Pike County wants to tune in, again, BMG Media will be having that production tomorrow as well. So, Brian, it's going to wrap it up for us tonight.
Yes, sir, buddy. We got to get home. Snow's
coming.
It's
been a pleasure working with you. And, folks, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We've hoped we've done this justice for everybody, and just so thrilled to be able to offer this to all of the fans that just wasn't able to make it out tonight. So God bless you all. For Brian Bear, I'm Bub Norris, and BMG Media, we will say good night, God bless America, everybody.